Researchers who study trauma responses say the fawn response is not something a person chooses. It develops in childhood in homes where keeping someone else comfortable was the only reliable way to stay safe. That's not a personality description. That is a nervous system that learned one specific strategy, and it leaves very specific signs in how a grown woman moves through the world. I'm Sandy Bartlett, shamanic practitioner, and if you have ever wondered whether people pleasing is just who you are, stay with me because today I am naming what it actually is. Here are the signs, and I want you to notice how specific they are. The tightening in your chest when you sense someone is even slightly disappointed in you. The reflex to deflect the compliment before it fully lands, so quickly you barely notice you did it. The exhaustion that shows up after being around people you actually like, not because the time was hard, because you spent the whole time managing how you came across. And underneath all of it, the quiet math that runs before almost everything you say. Agreeing feels safer than the alternative, even in the moments when you know somewhere underneath that you do not agree at all. If you are recognizing yourself in those signs, this is energy clearing work. Every interaction where you managed how you came across instead of showing up as yourself cost you something, and that cost adds up over years. I go deeper into energy clearing inside Journey to Self, the Awakening on the school platform. Come find us there. The link is in the description. Every time you fawn, some part of your energy leaves you and goes toward managing someone else's response. Your nervous system learned a long time ago that keeping people comfortable was the safest use of your attention. So it built a habit of sending a piece of you outward before you even open your mouth. That habit does not stay in childhood. It runs in board meetings, in family dinners, in conversations with people you love and trust completely, decades after the environment that built it is gone. Energy clearing works at exactly that level. It is not about talking through what happened. It is about identifying where your energy has been leaking and calling it back so there is something left in you at the end of the day instead of an empty tank. Which of those signs hit closest to home for you? Tell me what it actually looks like for you in the comments. I do not remember exactly how old I was, but I remember it was after my parents split up. My dad said, "I love you" to me, and it was the first time I could ever remember him saying it. I did not know what to do with it. Part of me wanted to hold on to it like proof. Part of me wondered where it had been for all the years before that and why it took a divorce to make room for it. Looking back, I think that moment taught me something I carried for decades without naming it. That love was not something freely given. It was something that arrived eventually if you waited long enough, if you were patient enough, if you did not ask for it too loudly in the meantime. I did not think of it as fawning at the time. I just thought that was how love worked. You earned it. You waited for it. You managed yourself well enough, long enough, and eventually it showed up. Here's what this can look like at a family gathering. Someone asks how work is going, and you catch yourself already apologizing for how busy you've been before anyone has even reacted. You are managing a response nobody gave you yet. That reflex, apologizing before there's anything to apologize for, is not politeness. It's a nervous system still running the old strategy, keeping everyone comfortable before there is any sign of discomfort at all. Tell me about a time you apologized for something before anyone even reacted. What were you protecting yourself from? Describe it in the comments. These signs are not evidence that something is wrong with you. They are evidence of a nervous system that built a brilliant strategy for a real environment a long time ago when the strategy kept you safe. The signs do not go away because you decide to stop them through sheer will. They go away when your body finally learns it does not need that strategy anymore. That is slower work than most people want to hear, but it is also the only kind that actually holds. I'll see you next time.